Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. I am your host Saskia, aka Sassy Colouring, and I'm here today with 10 ways to find colouring books and colouring pages. These are just the most obvious 10 ways to me. If you have any other ways that you can think of, throw it in the comments down below and we will investigate those. Without further ado, let's get into the video and hopefully find you a new way to find your colouring books or pages.
Number 10.
So when looking for colouring books or colouring pages, most people would first head over to Amazon, just because of the sheer volume of product that they have there. So you get a physical product, you can use services like Prime to get a good discount on your shipping, and they do have a great variation in price from the super cheap to the very expensive. So they have everything in between. It's a good place to go for variation. In this case, the blessing is also the curse. There is so much choice that it's really easy to get overwhelmed with the amount of choice. And I've done it many times myself, gone on to look for something and come off with absolutely nothing because you can't decide what to buy. Another annoying thing with Amazon is that you never really know what you're getting. There is an awful lot of art theft on Amazon, and you buy a book thinking it's by one artist when in fact it's by somebody completely different, and they've just gone through the self-publish route and you end up with a book full of rubbish.
Number 9.
My next suggestion would be Etsy. This is where I mainly sell PDFs, and if you go onto Etsy, there is an awful lot of PDF content on there for colouring books and pages. As with most sites, once you buy something, it will also recommend sellers to you, so it's a great way to explore and find some other new faces that you may not have seen elsewhere. I also find Etsy have a really good review process, so the reviews that you see are a general consensus from the people that have bought from that seller. One thing you do have to look out for is the stolen items, yet again. And as they're small businesses, if you're buying a physical item, it may take longer to ship and process.
Number 8.
Patreon, one of my personal favourite platforms across the board for art. So many pros to this site. You get monthly content delivered straight to you. It's a great way to support specific artists. It builds a real community and a sense of community within that artist's followers. There could be a downside in that each month, if you get a specific amount of pages, as you would as my Patreon, say you get 4 pages, you might not like the content of one of them. You might not like the content of all 4, so you're taking a gamble that you're going to enjoy what that artist puts out each month.
Number 7.
Pinterest. Now there's a lot of stigma behind getting your pictures from Pinterest, but as long as you do it properly, then it's all fine. If you find a specific artist who has put the pages on, or find a colouring page that you like and go follow it back to where it originated, a lot of artists do put their pictures on Pinterest. I put a lot of uncoloured line art on Pinterest. So have a look. The only thing you've got to be aware of, as I say, is that it's not stolen, but you can normally find where the pictures come from if you like the look of a page. So have a look and check out Pinterest.
Number 6.
Colouring groups and the colouring community. If you have a look on Facebook, have a look in the colouring community and the colouring groups. Have a look at what other people are colouring. Have a look at their suggestions for new artists. Have a look at just the pages that are posted and see if you like anything. If you do, 99% of the time they'll have the artist cited and the book, or whether they got it from Etsy or whatever. Also keep an eye out for where they got it from, because that could give you an extra option.
Number 5.
I'm sticking with Facebook, and I'm going to say have a look at Facebook events. Normally the event will have some kind of colouring page for free to entice you in, but also it's either for a specific artist or a group of artists, and many times there may be 1 or 2 of the artists taking part in the event that you mightn't have seen before.
Number 4.
If you do see an artist at an event, or if you see somebody who's coloured a page that you like and there's an artist name that you don't know, the best way to check up on them is by going to their page or their website directly. Not all artists will have a website, but they usually have a Facebook page or a colouring group dedicated to that artist. So go and have a look, check it out. It's going to be the best way to have a look at all their work and see if you would enjoy a full book, or the best place to get where they're selling.
Number 3.
Bringing me on to our next place, which is Instagram. Follow the hashtags. Look at the hashtags, have a look at other people's hashtags and their colouring pages, and normally again they'll cite the artist. Then you can find pages that you like, follow them back, find the artist and see what else that artist has to offer you.
Number 2.
YouTube. Have a look, search colouring book flip through. Have a look on how to colour. Have a look on different things to do with colouring books and how the people are showcasing their work. Normally they'll have a book or a page that's by a different artist. So have a look on YouTube and see what you can find on there.
Number 1.
Last and by no means least, Kickstarter. A great place for artists to try and get an idea off the ground. So if you go onto Kickstarter, you usually get really good deals, faces you may not have seen before, and you know for sure that you're helping an independent artist. So those are my 10 easy ways to find colouring books and pages. I would like to thank my countdown voiceover artist, who is my 7-year-old son Tristan, for his help, and I hope I've given you some new places to go and look for your beloved colouring books and pages. If you've enjoyed the video, please make sure you're subscribed, click that notification bell for every time I upload, click the like if you've enjoyed the video, and if you have something to say, please be nice and leave it in the comments down below. Until next time, stay safe and as always, stay sassy.